Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO video. Today, we'll be exploring the rise and fall of an iconic LEGO theme that was gone far too soon, LEGO Power Miners. If you go on to enjoy this video, let me know with a like rating below and consider subscribing for more LEGO content. LEGO Power Miners was a theme initially released in 2009. It revolved around an incredibly unique concept and style which captured the attention of a whole generation of LEGO fans, but unfortunately, despite its popularity and creative designs, LEGO Power Miners disappeared within 2 years. But why? Why would LEGO do this? Let's explore a bit deeper. Inspired by the Rock Raider sets from 1999, this theme centered around the Power Miners team, which consisted of 4 brave explorers who drilled deep into the earth to protect the world from rock monsters and mine for precious crystals. The team included Doc, the team's dashing and brave leader, Rex, the engineer, Duke, the expert miner, and Brains, the brains of the entire operation. These heroes were called to action after mysterious rumblings occurred around the world, causing devastation and ruin. When they were sent underground in their state-of-the-art mining machines, they encountered rock monsters and stumbled upon the elusive power of energy crystals. Now, with such an exciting and fun storyline, this premise naturally lent itself to some of the most creative ideas that the LEGO Corporation had conceived for a very long time, and as a result, the theme was an instant success. Let's take a look at some of the most notable sets the theme had to offer and discuss the critical points in the history of LEGO Power Miners along the way. Kicking the series off with a seismic bang, the first wave of sets introduced the world of Power Miners and their menacing yet lovable foes, the rock monsters. These creatures were unique with their transparent, very colorful bodies and big mouths. These minifigures had some of the most distinct designs that were ever produced by LEGO at this time, and of course, these little troublemakers were the bane of the Power Miners' existence. They ate the energy crystals for power, and the rock monsters also simultaneously caused caves to shake and the ground above to crumble, which initially alerted the Power Miners to begin their journey. Now, each set in this theme contained at least 1 miner and 1 rock monster of various colors. One of the most unique features of Power Miners was the ability to merge certain sets together to create new sets. Not only was this a clever move by LEGO since it encouraged fans to buy more sets, but it also brought about a very creative atmosphere that surrounded the Power Miners theme. Shortly after the first wave of sets launched in 2009, LEGO fans were creating new sets of their own. This customizability was a key factor that drew many new fans to LEGO, as well as the distinct style of the theme. The first wave of sets that were released established the style and tone of the entire theme, featuring an abundance of transparent crystals and green industrial machinery designed to be reminiscent of real-world mining equipment. The highlight of the first wave was easily the enormous crystal sweeper. This awesome set featured a massive working harvester wheel that could scoop up the crystal pieces and place them in the trailer in the back. This set contained a good selection of minifigures and rock monsters, and overall this set does a great job representing the atmosphere of the entire theme. Now, LEGO also created a lot of great animated promotional material to help launch the theme during this time, including several fully CG animated commercials that gave us a glimpse into the personality of the team and the world that they lived in. With incredible sets, great advertising, and a fantastic world storyline, it's easy to see why LEGO fans and collectors gravitated towards Power Miners. It was a very polished and sophisticated line. Seeing this enormous success and spurred by the excitement of fans, LEGO wasted no time and got straight to work on the second wave of sets and figures to expand the world of Power Miners. This second wave refined the design of the miner minifigures, updating them with some slight design changes, and unleashed a new horde of wacky and mischievous rock monsters to wreak havoc. This second wave featured several fantastic sets as well, noticeably a lot more elaborate and detailed than the sets featured in the first wave. The titanium command rig was the Power Miners' enormous mobile base of operations and was filled with exciting details, such as a mechanism that automatically turned the drill at the front as the wheels moved. This would become a very iconic feature in many LEGO sets going forward. The set could also be transformed from mobile mode, with the drill facing forwards, to a stationary mode, with the supports of the rig forming a large turret for deep underground mining. This set demonstrated LEGO's increasing ambition with their sets for Power Miners, and it featured a good selection of minifigures along with the signature rock monsters. Now, at this time, fan anticipation was increasing rapidly for a third wave of sets, and as 2010 drew nearer, we began to see news on what the new wave had in store. This time, the power miners had drilled deeper and deeper underground, facing the Crystal King, the king of all rock monsters. However, during their battle, they accidentally drilled a hole into a cave floor and fell in, plummeting deeper towards the Earth's core. The power miners reached a new volcanic realm where they met new foes, the lava monsters. Now, the lava monsters had a similar design to the rock monsters, but with sharper edges and a very fiery theme. Suited up with their new uniforms, the power miners were ready for action and launched giant water cannons in attempt to defeat their enemies. One notable set from this wave is Lavatraz, an underground base strong enough to contain some of the lava monsters, but watch out because he's about to be broken out and escape. This once again is an extremely detailed set featuring the iconic lime green pieces noticeable throughout all the power miner sets. With a great selection of figures and lava monsters, it's easy to see the appeal. There's also a quite fun vending machine for cold drinks, which is quite funny considering that this takes place at nearly the center of the Earth. The new outfits for the power miners even hinted at more designs in the future, but they never came to fruition. Unfortunately, this was the last wave of power miner sets. It was a devastating surprise for collectors. You see, at the time, LEGO released their themes using a 3-wave structure. The success of the previous wave was crucial for the future of the theme, and unfortunately, sales suddenly dropped off following the success of the second wave. Since sales were not meeting LEGO's expectations, LEGO had no choice but to discontinue the theme after 3 waves. A 4th wave was in development with prototypes existing for what those sets would have been, but they were never released to store shelves. Despite the disappointment for the theme being cancelled, in the years since, fans have carried the power miners into the future, with an active fan community existing to this day. LEGO fans are still wondering what happened to the power miners and their monster foes, as the storyline never reached any definitive conclusion. Over a decade later, the theme is still remembered for amazing sets and is highly desired by collectors. Fans have even attempted to convince LEGO to revive the theme. One such fan project was a LEGO Ideas submission featuring a custom-built Power Miners headquarters. This project and others alike show how passionate fans have been about the theme despite its cancellation. The project didn't get LEGO to revitalize the theme, however, its existence as well as the frequent mentions of the theme on the LEGO subreddit and on Twitter shows that despite the theme being buried deep underground, there is still a glimmer on the surface that maybe one day will be dug up. What do you think? Do you remember Power Miners? Did you collect any of these sets? And do you think LEGO should bring them back? Let me know with a comment below and subscribe for more LEGO videos.